Hello and welcome to your special edition of Nitecap for ASMR channel messages from your twin flame. I'm your host Scorpio Moon, and in today's episode, I will dive deep into what is the current situation with your divine masculine. In this episode, I have 3 divine masculine energies I picked up on. The first is acceptance. The second is gratitude, and the third is darkness. Please take a moment to think about which is your divine other, and then you may jump to that channel message in a timestamp below, or you may listen to entire channeling. So let's get started. So for person number 1, a person who's come into acceptance. Acceptance of the current situation is the first step to change. The past does not exist, the future hasn't happened, there is only right now. I accept where I am and who I am right now. When we examine our lives and engage in some truth-telling, we are often confronted with what really is. This realization is powerful, but often we reject the truth if it is too hard to bear or we are afraid of accepting something so difficult. Each of us at some time has dodged our blind spots and then had the illumination of what actually is eventually confront us. What we do next is crucial. Do we accept exactly where we are, no matter how painful or confronting, or do we retreat back into our illusions and remain stuck or unchanging? Choosing to accept ourselves fully and the position we are in enables us to take the next step towards growth. When we can plant our feet solidly into the earth and say, yes, here is exactly where I am and I accept this fully, then we can take the next steps confidently, honestly, and powerfully towards where we wish to heed. Accepting where we are now in its fullness allows us to accept there may be some chaos in our change before there is full order again. This can be an exciting feeling rather than one that generates fear if we hold our new intentions clearly. So what I'm feeling with person number 1 is that this masculine is coming to acceptance of where they are in their present physical life. And I feel that this masculine is going through a change or transformation, almost like a phoenix rising from the ashes. And this masculine is really enduring. I see that they have received some sort of message from someone who is deceitful. And I feel that they were really guarding themselves because the person that they were associating with was very toxic, and it has become an obstacle to communicate this to this person. And I honestly feel that this particular masculine has taken the initiative to end something with a karmic. I see that this masculine is growing. There is change, and this masculine is liberating themselves from a home situation. I actually see that this masculine is moving right now. They've packed their bags, and I feel like they're leaving an older female. This could be a mother, or it could be an older woman from what I can see. And it has been very difficult to break away or detach from this particular person. And it actually caused your masculine to self-indulge. But I feel like it's for the better now. Because now this masculine has focused on themselves, their self-worth, and they have allowed themselves to heal and done the shadow work, learning to appreciate themselves, and also healing their heart. They are freeing themselves from toxic relationships or addictions or situationships that's no longer serving this masculine. And I feel like because of this, their health wasn't doing so great. They weren't able to follow their dreams and transform while they were stuck in this house with this older karmic feminine. But I see that this masculine is changing. They understand the predictable behavior of this karmic situation, and they come into awareness and realize that they needed to remove themselves from a toxic environment that they put themselves in. And this masculine was trying to go by the book. They're following the status quo. Possibly this masculine felt like they did whatever was necessary to really live in these types of conditions. But I feel like because this masculine realizes that they were not valuing themselves by keeping themselves stuck in this karmic situation, they're detaching slowly. And that's what I'm seeing. And the situation was really complicated with this karmic feminine because honestly, I feel like it's a family member. That is the feeling that I'm getting. And this masculine is learning to surrender to receiving support and love from others. They're trying to allow the love and support in rather than trying to handle everything themselves. I really feel like this masculine wanted to cater to everyone's needs because this masculine is very empathetic, very compassionate towards people that were in their life. And it was actually a lot because I feel like this karmic was just taking so much and they had expectations from what I can feel. And because this karmic was clingy or needy, it was a big obstacle. And this masculine did not realize that this karmic was not on the up and up. And I feel like truths have been communicated, or this masculine had realized the truth about this karmic through a text message or a message of some sort, or they've gathered information from an outside source, realizing the situation that they're in. And I feel like this masculine is ready and willing to take off the pressure so they can be more nurturing of themselves and not really dedicate their focus of making other people happy. Because this masculine realizes that they were the ones who put themselves into this situation. But what I'm seeing here is that this masculine is willing to compromise in the situation with the karmic. I feel like this masculine is letting the karmic know that they can't either go to this house or stay in this house. They're leaving, they're traveling, they have things to do. That is the feeling that I'm getting with this masculine. And when it comes to you, feminine, I feel like as this masculine is releasing their karmic attachment to this situation, they're willing to give this relationship a chance. They are ready to work on this partnership because I see that romance is coming towards you. So feminines, I see that this masculine has been really thinking about you. And I feel that this masculine is ready to speak their truth and communicate. They have gained some sort of wisdom about the codependencies, attachments that they have with the karmic. And they know that you held a lot of love for this particular masculine. And this masculine has been watching you, feminines. And I feel like this masculine has gone through a tower moment. And they come to a realization of what their true happiness was. And they want to have a happy union with you, feminine. I feel like this masculine, instead of staying stuck in this karmic home situation, they want to leave, they want to move, and they want to come together with you. Their happiness is with you, feminine, because you feel like home to this masculine. And I feel like it was because this masculine was not patient in the past, but I feel like now they are changing their feelings, their thoughts, and healing themselves and releasing the guard that they have held up against you. I feel like this masculine has put up a wall against you, feminine. But, I see that this masculine is now wanting to invest. They really want to make the effort and give you something in the physical. They're tired of being sad and disappointed from what I can see, because this masculine did not take the necessary action to move forward towards you. But I see that this masculine wants to get out of conflict, and they want to offer you a new beginning in love from what I can see. This masculine was really stuck in their past, and they were not able to communicate clearly to you feminines, that they were just really confused. And I feel like they may have communicated to you, they may have cut you off in a way where it was very cold communication. And because of that, this masculine knows that they need to set the record straight. They need to fix things because they didn't end the cycle with you in the proper way from what I can feel. That is why this masculine isn't coming back rushing towards you, because they're going through a transformation. I feel like because of the karmic situation, they weren't able to change and transform, but as they move away from this home situation dealing with the karmic and find a place of their own, that is when their transformation takes place. And I see that whatever that they have invested into, it didn't mount up to the time, the focus, and effort that they put it into, from what I can see. And they weren't able to control the situation because the karmic was really controlling them. And they felt betrayed, guys, and that is why this masculine is held back. They don't feel really good, but just notice, feminine, that you are what they desire, and they're trying to figure out how they can explain their truth of what's been going on, about the reasons why they weren't able to come forward towards you and give you an offer in the physical. But this masculine has the strength to change and to release their burden so they can come back towards you with an offer of love. This masculine has come into awareness or the acceptance of what is and also what to come. I honestly feel that because this masculine was stuck in the past, they weren't able to create anything with you. But feminines, this masculine is tired of this separation between you two, of feeling lack, of being not able to give you the things that you desire or deserve, because this masculine did not invest into the connection with you. I feel that now this masculine is freeing themselves, learning to become independent and not codependent on a karmic situation, and they want to work on things with you and bring hope and restore balance back into the connection. This masculine knows that they have missed an opportunity with you, feminines, and they see that you really make them happy. This masculine is going to make their wrongs right, from what I can see, and they're going to give you a stable offer in the physical. With this masculine, I feel like it's going to take some time. The situation is complicated dealing with the karmic. I feel like this masculine is freshly either thinking about moving out of the home with the karmic, or they're in transition, guys. I think they're packing their bags as we speak, and they're moving out. And that's the current situation dealing with masculine number one. Person number two, who has come into acceptance with gratitude. Be where you are and be thankful. There is always something to be grateful for, no matter your suffering. Gratitude raises a lower vibration to a higher one. Do not allow yourself to be surrounded by too many negative people. Life is conspiring for you. As we enter the last quarter moon on the lunar cycle, the energies begin to turn towards surrender and release. To let go of what we no longer need, it behoves us to pay attention to what we have right now, both positive and negative. This attention paying and focus allows us to wisely discern and to be grateful for all of it. Yes, all of it. Because the nasty stuff, the stuff that is making us suffer right now, it already happened, and we can take wisdom from this. However, now it's going waxing crescent 4 and the dark moon are going to sort that for you. And what we have left is the good stuff, and frankly, most of it is going to be great. Taking some time out on this moon to list a few things you feel grateful for will raise your vibrations and banish any resistance you have to ditching old, outmoded patterns. Doing this also turns your powerful focus away from a story you may have started to believe of everything going wrong, or that life does terrible things to you. Gratitude is a balancer. In fact, it normally tips the scales to the positive. What I'm getting for masculine number 2, I feel like they have a sense of gratitude. I feel like this masculine held a lot of resentment towards their past and the situations that their past actions or choices have placed them into. For some, they feel like it was unfair and they feel like it was karmic. And I really feel like they are detaching from this energy because there is an underlying message that is coming towards this masculine once this masculine learns about gratitude and changing their energies from negative vibrations to higher and positive ones. Guys, for masculine number 2, I feel like masculine number 2 is a married person. Because I see that they're currently getting out of a marriage or their marriage is upside down. And also I feel like the job situation took a turn for the worse. And this masculine had resorted to some sort of addiction, some codependencies, obsession, possession, controlling, and is really resistant. They believe that their karmic person was an everlasting promise, possibly their eternal love. But what I'm seeing is that this masculine is thinking about progressing and moving on and closing this karmic cycle. I feel that this masculine is taking a chance to reveal their true selves, their mask, and stripping away people, places, and situations that is no longer serving this masculine. This masculine, it's all about taking a chance. And they're willing to follow their intuition even when other people doubts this masculine. I feel like whatever karmic situation that this masculine is in, they've always ridiculed their masculine, or your masculine for that matter. And they didn't believe in your masculine. That is the feeling I'm getting. They wanted to keep them stuck in the old paradigm. That is the true feeling that I'm getting. And because this masculine's karma was so bad that their commitments wasn't so great, the love life wasn't so great, the job didn't turn out. I feel like this masculine lost their job. That is what I'm seeing. And because everything was stripped or taken away from this masculine has suffered a lot. They held a lot of resentment from what I can feel. And because of this, they were impatient in learning to love themselves. But I feel like this masculine is slowly understanding that that love of self needs to come first. I also see that this masculine is not really being active, okay? They're learning to let go. They're trying to regain their strength. I feel like this masculine really needs to, get back into working out, taking care of their appearance, learning self-love, taking care of how they look. They need to take a time out. They need to become aware and contemplate and be in solitude and just be alone. I honestly feel like this masculine, if they are physically with the karmic situation, I don't think that they're intimate. I feel like it's totally cold and dead in that situation. And they're really alone. They're really keeping to themselves, you know, and I feel that this masculine is really trying to fight their addictions right now, whether it being codependency on alcohol or drugs or overeating, because I definitely see this masculine needs to work out. They're not taking care of their body in this now moment, from what I can see. But they really need to learn to love themselves first. And by changing their mindset and practicing gratitude, they will learn and forgive their karmic situation so they can release and heal the past and experience more love into the present moments by self-love. If this masculine could change their mindset and practice gratitude and remain positive, big happy changes will come for this particular masculine. That is what I'm seeing. And I'm also feeling that Spirit is wanting to send this masculine some signs. When you ask for them, when you believe you will receive them, and when you allow yourself to become fluent in the language of symbols, oracles, and omens, they may come to you as a bird flying by, a logo on a truck, and a song on the radio. Expect confirmation that you're pointed in the right direction. Keep your ears open, masculine, for someone might say just the right thing that will give you the answer to your query. Today, your message is this: Spirit hears you, and the reply is favorable. I really feel like this masculine is really open to signs and synchronicities. They're finally listening to their intuition, and they know they need to let go of toxic situations by changing and transforming themselves within, and then dealing with external circumstances. This masculine is definitely taking a chance to change. They're taking the mask down. That is the feeling that I'm getting. Also, what I'm feeling here is that you can expect someone to favor you with positive news, masculine. This could be in the form of a letter, a phone call, or an email. You are the intended receiver of this message, so stay open to what you learn. Only good will come of it in the end. The signs are all there. This masculine, for masculine number 2, it's all about opening up to the signs, the synchronicities, things that they're seeing in their physical environment, things that they are hearing. That is the feeling I'm getting with masculine number 2. So feminines, if you're resonating with masculine number 2, I see that this masculine is walking away from the karmic situation. And I see that this masculine will complete their karmic cycle with them. They have made a decision to release their burdens so that they can just work on themselves and the physical, either trying to get a new job, trying to find stability, learning to love on themselves. And this masculine is wanting to really get out of conflict because I feel like they're still dealing with a karmic situation and they really can't see too clearly. And I feel that this there is an end. There is definitely an ending with a situation here. I feel like this could have been with the feminine and a third party situation. So masculines have ended it with the feminines, but also they're putting closure towards the karmic situation. And I feel like this masculine is now ready to come forward to really They want to make their appearance. I feel like they could want to meet out with you in public and let you know that they're not finished with the karmic, but they want to have something new with you, feminines. They have really thought about this. They've done a lot of deep soul searching about what really makes them happy, and they really want to come forward towards you, feminine. If this masculine was married towards a karmic, I feel like they're releasing that karmic situation or a commitment towards a karmic partner, and they want to be with you, feminine. That is what I'm seeing. And this masculine is wanting to release being super defensive, because they know that they weren't giving their feelings or their heart towards you. And honestly, I feel like they feel that maybe you're losing love in the situation. That's why this masculine is coming back quickly. I see that this masculine is making a decision because this masculine was not putting in the effort. Because this masculine was really healing from the third party, but they're ready to move on or move away from the situation because you, feminines, you truly make this masculine happy. And they're trying to figure out how can they apologize to you, because I feel like, you know, if they were to reapproach you, it might come off a little immature-ish, is what I'm feeling. Because this masculine was not emotionally mature, and it's really stressing this masculine out because you may have cut them off or they have cut you off, and they know that they need to change. Because I feel like this masculine had manipulated the situation with you in the past, and they were juggling you. I feel like this masculine did not choose you, and it created a tower moment between you two. But now this masculine wants to give you an offer of love and get out of this third party situation so they can give you something tangible in the physical, from what I can see. This masculine, I feel, knows that they are going to be judged when they reconnect with you. And because of that, this masculine wants to speak their truth. They are aware that they have to be transparent with you. Because honestly, I feel like this masculine had lost some hope that they could rekindle the situation because it took them so long to come back. But I definitely see that this masculine wants to offer you a relationship. You are in their hearts all along. They still think about you, feminine. You're everything that this masculine wants. And I feel like they're trying to decide how they can move forward. But first, this masculine knows that they need to love themselves first before they can give you the reciprocity that you deserve. That's why this masculine is taking a time out. So give this masculine some time to go to the gym, okay? Maybe go on a diet too. I have a feeling if this is a male masculine, they probably have a 5 o'clock shadow, guys, okay? I'm not gonna lie. They probably need to brush their teeth a little bit, you know? They're not too fresh. They're not looking sharp. You know, I have this feeling that, you know, they need to really work on their image, from what I can see. You know, so give this masculine some time to really work on themselves. They definitely will be coming back. They're taking a chance to leave this karmic situation. Once this masculine feels really good and confident, that is when this masculine will come forward. But I really don't feel like it's anytime soon, because they're learning this self-love, learning to break free and letting go of the karmic situation. So give this masculine some time, and I feel like there is going to be some positive changes happening for this masculine in the near future. So I really hope you enjoyed the channel messages for masculine number 2, a person with gratitude. So for person number 3, a person who is in darkness. You are entering a time of introversion, a learner time, or a time to turn inward to plan and strategize. It is a time to do shadow work, which will bring you dividends later on. Will release what no longer works for you in this now moment. One of the earliest human fears is said to be a fear of the dark. We fear we can't see. We fear what may be hiding. In reality, the dark is as important as the light. In nature, there are many nocturnal animals that go about the business of living under the moon, not the sun. The darker times of the lunar and seasonal cycles signal a time to naturally turn inwards, to stay close to home, to look closely at ourselves and a plan for the light. In the northern hemisphere, the long night moon usually occurred in December around the winter solstice. This is when the nights are indeed long and the hours of sunshine are short. It's cold and people would begin to be snowed in. It is during these long nights that we can begin to do our shadow work, undertaking the self-reflection needed to identify what isn't working for us and what might be causing us pain. This could be a bad habit, a destructive pattern, a recurring useless fear, or anything that holds us back from being the best we can be. Once we see these aspects of ourselves in the dark, we can simply decide whither they must go. We can decide to release them all. We get to transform. Wow. You know, what I'm feeling with person number 3, a person who is in darkness, they're really doing some reflection, going through a dark night of the soul. I really feel like the situation with this masculine is that they're staying home. That is what I'm feeling. And they're going through a dark period, okay, guys? I'm not gonna lie. You know, this masculine has realized one thing about this situation dealing with you, and it's about karmic cycles that go round and round. And they're trying to figure out what is home to this masculine. And I feel that this masculine is going through some rapid change, something sudden. I feel like this masculine has released a karmic person and a community of people in their life, and because of that, this masculine has become blessed. I feel like this masculine is putting a stop to karmic cycles, and once this masculine has done the releasing of those cycles, this masculine is starting to see that they're being blessed. I honestly see here that this masculine is now putting in the effort into themselves because they did not learn to communicate their love towards you, feminine, and also the spiritual partnership. I feel that this masculine is now trying to put in the effort towards a spiritual relationship and also love, and actually communicating this to you. This masculine is actually asking for help from other people, but you know, I feel like it's unlikely that this masculine is receiving the guidance that they need, and I feel that they're going inward within themselves, trying to figure out the situation within themselves, because I feel that they need to balance justice and compassion and managing the fair distribution of power within themselves and through other people. This masculine could have been addicted to self-pity, like, oh, woe is me. And they were not showing their true feelings, feminines. They were hiding it. And they're trying to pretend or delude themselves, possibly gaslighting the situation, that they didn't have love for you. But now this masculine is putting in the effort. This masculine is wanting to change a cycle that has been on repeat forever and ever. This masculine is spiritually awakened. They are now surrendering to worry. They are trying to make a commitment to not lead to an anxiety-driven life. When worries arise, breathe them out of your body. Focus on the power of your heart and have faith that Spirit is guiding you always. And I feel like this masculine, they're not worried about the karmic situation. They're not worried about the community. They could give two shits about what someone says. And that's what I'm feeling. And I feel like this masculine's really secluding themselves. I also feel that this masculine, in the past, they were very flirty. They were dating other people and they were just hooking up because of their temptations of having third parties always in their life. This masculine is now in their darkness. They can see that they've been going through cycle after cycle and they wonder why they can't find the true person that is meant for them in their life when they have met you, but they kept it rolling, right? That's what I'm feeling. But this masculine has come in to realize that it was you. It was you who was their soulmate. And this masculine is now calling you back in, feminines. They're praying. They're visualizing. Because they put up a mask that they didn't have true feelings for you. That is what I'm saying. And they feel invisible. Because they were not in their true authenticity. Oh my goodness, guys. I feel like there is some news or a message that is coming your way of an apology or reconciliation. And I feel like this masculine wants to commit to you, feminines. I feel like this masculine is ready to take action. They are now the chaser in this situationship. That is what I'm seeing. So feminines, if this is your masculine, I really see that they are now ready to give you balance, okay? They want to give you justice, and they have been thinking about you, feminines, using their intuition about bringing balance into the connection, restoring the harmony. This masculine was holding back their true feelings for you, and they didn't really work on this situation in the past. But I feel like this masculine now wants to come and offer you a commitment. This masculine was holding back. They were stingy, they were being selfish, they were only thinking about themselves, and they want to get out of this energy. And I see that this masculine is feeling very passionate towards you, feminines. I feel like this masculine is in your life or something like that. They're coming soon, guys, okay? Masculine number 2 or masculine number 3 is on a roll over here, okay? They know what they want and they're gonna get it because they're tired of feeling anxious. They don't want to be worried. They have done a lot of soul searching for this masculine, and they know that by them not communicating their truth and holding back and not really being patient was, preventing them to have a true happiness with you, feminine. This masculine is willing to offer you true love, okay? I definitely feel that, and I see that they want to get out of this separation, and they want to work on healing the connection from what I can feel and give you the karmic justice that you deserve, because this masculine was holding back and they're no longer wanting to hold back anymore. They're not feeling very good about what they have done towards you, feminine, and they're ready to release their wall and invest into this connection, because this masculine isn't really happy, and they see that it was all about self-love. They really see that there is a spiritual connection here between you two, and they really want to move forward. I feel like this masculine wants to come forward towards you and release their burdens and make things right. They want to leave the past behind of how they didn't choose you in the connection, but it was because this masculine was with a karmic person and a group of people, okay? That's what I'm saying, and they've done some reflection here about how they can express their truth, and I feel like this masculine is going to reveal to you that they have learned to release their karmic patterns and situations. They've gone through a tower moment, and they now have the strength to move things forward and offer you their love. For this masculine, I see that there is going to be some communication coming through, okay? There's going to be some quick communication, and it's going to be happy news. This masculine is going to be very clear. They're going to tell you that they are aware of their actions towards you, and they may not come to you emotionally matured, okay, feminines? You have to realize that this masculine has put up a mask about their true feelings towards you, and it seems awkward for this masculine to validate that they had deep feelings all along. And also, I feel like it's because of this third-party situation. They know that they didn't invest into the connection with you, and they are currently healing from a situation, from what I can feel, of a third party, and they didn't want to fight. I feel like this masculine wants to change, and they want to come into union with you, feminines. They want to invest into something that is a solid and stable, something that is grounded, and I feel that they really want to be with you. They really see you as a long-term partner, and they're tired of the karmic cycles and the choices and decisions that they have entertained into their life. It's what I'm feeling, because you are their home. There is no place like home, and they realize that it was you. That is why this masculine is now putting in the effort into this connection. I feel that this masculine was like listening to other people who they thought was helpful, and they really needed to look inwards into themselves. Hence the reason why the situation with this masculine is in darkness. Within darkness, you find light. Light to the situation that was hidden when it was too bright to see. And that is what I'm saying for the situation for person number 3, a person in darkness. So I really hope you enjoyed these channeled messages for a masculine in their current situation. Let me know if it resonates with you. Which masculine is yours? Who did you pick? Or did it all resonate with you? Thank you all for all your comments, your likes, your shares, and your subscribes. And I really hope you like this edition of this ASMR and Nitecap channeled message. If you have a recommendation for the next ASMR, please feel free to make a comment below. And if I choose that topic, and then I will cover that in the next channel message. I hope y'all have a wonderful day, and I'll see you next time.